I'm in a different place, surrounded by different things. This is my home recording room. Also serves as other things, but we're not going to talk about that. Going into last week, Juwan Taylor was injured with that hamstring injury still nagging. This will be the second straight week he's missed a full game. Joe Thuney did bounce out to left tackle and helped out there. And then we did have Mike Caliendo filling in for Joe Thuney at left guard. And they did, in my opinion, Joe Thuney did a lot better this week than he had done in the prior week, especially after having a full week of practice, knowing that he's probably going to start. During the game, Juwan Taylor did get injured as well. Did I say Juwan Taylor earlier? I meant DJ Humphries. If I said Juwan Taylor, I meant DJ Humphries. So we knew DJ Humphries wasn't playing. Juwan Taylor actually got hurt during the game, and Wanye Morris did fill in for him a little bit. He was, in my opinion, a lot better at the right side than he was at the left side, that being Wanye Morris. Juwan Taylor did originally get brought in to be our left tackle, and then when Wanye Morris started playing, him and Kingsley were fighting over that left tackle slot. So it's a little bit one of those things where it looks like they could switch, but this being late, or it being this late into the season, the coaching staff's probably not going to have them switch unless an injury occurs, kind of like what happened to Juwan Taylor this weekend. He is listed as questionable for this coming week against the Steelers, which is a short week, so we should see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll wait to see. Hopefully, we'll find out sooner than later whether Juwan Taylor will start or not. And if not, I do think Wanye did a lot better than he has done in the past, and I do think he'll be ready to go if he's called upon. Chamari Connor did not play this weekend because he's still dealing with that concussion he suffered against the Browns. Still wishing him a speedy recovery. Here's the best to you, buddy. Another person that got injured this past week was Jack Cochran. He hurt his right foot. I think it's his right foot. He hurt one of his feet. He had a foot injury. He's actually going to be put on injured reserve and will miss likely the remainder of the season. He has a potential to come back for the AFC Championship game, I believe, if not the Super Bowl. So we'll see what happens there. That being said, Peyton Hendershot did come back into practice. They're probably going to look into signing somebody onto the active roster in place of Jack Cochran. As of right now, I don't have that person. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. A big thing that also happened is Chris Jones had a grade 1 calf strain this week. It was on a really good play, and he went down, and it almost looked like he was cramping a little bit. It looked like it just discomfort. And I mean, he was joking with Travis Kelce as he's going to the sideline, which is always good to see, but it does seem a little more serious than initially thought. And with it being a short week, I think it's a smart idea that we should probably just rest Chris Jones and get him ready for the game against Denver, because we definitely need to win one of the last two to seal a playoffs or the number 1 overall seed for the Chiefs. So we'll see what happens there with Chris's calf. Hoping that he's good to go. We did also have a little bit of a scare with Xavier Worthy. He went out of the game, came out of the game kind of limping a little bit, looked very uncomfortable. Went into the locker room before halftime, and they listed him as questionable to return. But as they said that on the broadcast, he was actually out in the next play while they were saying it on the broadcast. So that was kind of cool to see. He looked like he was doing well. So excited to see him just succeed in that way. And the last news of the day, Hollywood Brown started. We'll get into his stats and a little bit of stuff later, but he started Finally, we got to see him in a regular season game. He said it's finally great to be out there with my brothers. I probably butchered that, and I probably shouldn't have said it that way, but I did. Now we're going to have to live with it.